That was the haka, a Maori war dance. The dance is still performed today by the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team. Alright, here we go. Today we are going to be talking about the word for shark around Oceania and Polynesia. Oceania includes Australia, New Zealand, the island of New Guinea, and parts of Polynesia. The Polynesian islands pretty much scatter across the entire Pacific Ocean. I confess that this area has always confused me on a map, because I'm not very good at locating dots in the ocean, so we're going to refer to this particular map a lot. This area has been exposed to many different languages that are not of oceanic origin. During this video, we will not be concentrating on them, mostly because I've already talked about them in detail in my other videos. You can go to my channel and find them pretty easily. Sharks are very culturally important to many civilizations that originate here, so we are going to be focusing on the native languages instead. But just to get the foreign ones out of the way, English is obviously spoken in Australia, Hawaii, and a bunch of other places. Well, maybe more than just a bunch. In English, the word for shark is, well, shark. Surprisingly enough, French is spoken in, well, French Polynesia. Who would have thought? It is also spoken in a number of islands in the South Pacific. The word for shark in French is requin. Last of all, Japanese is one of the official languages of Palau. The word for shark in Japanese is same. These languages are a result of exploration, colonization, and World War II. We'll start in Australia. There's no denying that the Aboriginals of Australia are diverse. There are many different groups of them, which include up to 300 different spoken languages. Of these languages, there are believed to be 28 different language families and many more language isolates. The most common group of languages spoken in Australia is the Pama-Nuken languages. Here's just a few of them. Unfortunately, of this list, most, if not all of them, are seriously endangered or extinct. If I try to pronounce this one, I'm going to seriously butcher it, but this is the Golpla language. It is a language spoken in the northwest of Australia. This word also is used to describe different types of rays. The Songline Aboriginals, or animal spirit religionists, believed in a giant tiger shark called Bangayuga. They believed that the rocks at Chasm Island near the Northern Territory are a reddish color because Bangayuga attacked another mythical being, a creature that was half dolphin and half man. Now we're going to get into a boat and sail towards New Zealand. New Zealand is home to the Maori people, the same people who do the haka. I was able to find two words for shark, Maotaifa and Manyo Ura. The Maoris were not a united nation, they are an ethnic group. They are also one of the main cultures that influenced the Disney film Moana. The influence is particularly evident when looking at Maui's tattoos, which is a big part of Polynesian culture in general, but the Maoris were especially famous for it. Disney also did not make up Maui. He's an actual legendary hero who can shapeshift into different animals, including a shark. The Maoris have more stories that talk about sharks. There's the story of Kawarakiki and Tutira. There once was a tohunga, or chief, whose daughter's name was Kairakiri. She fell in love with a man who was not royalty, and his name was Tutira. The tohunga of the village did not approve of this because he wanted her to marry a prince from another tribe. This was to secure an alliance, and he even forbade her from seeing Tutira. But Kawariki loved Tutira, so she would go out with him at night to a special place. Over time, her father discovered this, and one night he followed them. The tohunga had magical powers. As soon as he saw Tutira with Kawariki, he transformed him into a shark. Kawariki demanded to have him changed back, but this was refused. She then went to find Tutira as a shark. She helped him survive by taking him into the water, and then asking for the help of Hina Moana, a spirit of the ocean. The day for the arranged marriage came, and the members of the wedding party came via waka boat. When the tohunga, who was Kawarikiri's father, asked for safe passage, Hina Moana caused a large wave to come over the visitors because she was angry with the tohunga for using forbidden magic on Tutira. Tutira the shark came and rescued everyone that fell out of the boats. Kawariki ran to the shark and embraced him, and this astonished everyone. The man that was supposed to marry Kawariki learned of the full story and said that Kawariki and Tutira should be together. The spell was reversed, and it was Kawariki and Tutira who got married that day. We're going to get back onto our boat and leave New Zealand, but we're not done with the Maori people yet. There are still more of them on the Cook Islands. This is a $20 bill from the country. The picture comes from the story of Ina and the shark. Ina was a woman who was betrothed to Tunua'u, a god of the ocean. He lived on an island very far away from her own, and she wanted to see him very much, but she couldn't swim that far because the ocean was too vast for her. The only animal big enough to carry her was the shark, and so the shark took Ina to meet her beloved. You may have noticed that both of these stories that include sharks are love stories. I find it interesting in this warrior culture that the shark was the creature that brought people together. And speaking of warriors, most, if not all, of the Polynesian warriors of the Pacific use weapons made out of shark teeth. You'll find these from Fiji to Hawaii, a considerable distance. Well, let's pass Tonga and head over to Fiji. In Tongan, the word for shark is anga, while in Fijian it is kio. And I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I haven't been to this area yet. The Fijians believed in a deity known as Dakuwaka. He was known to be a protector of fishermen. He could change shape like Maui, but his original form would be that of a man with the torso of a shark. So in Polynesia, thus far, that's two cultures that think sharks are good and none that think they are bad. Let's go to the Marshall Islands next. The word for shark in Marshallese is pako. In the days prior to the colonization of the islands, each tribe had their own shark. It was considered offensive if one tribe harmed another tribe's shark. It could even mean going to war. The Marshall Islands are also home to the world's largest shark sanctuary, where it is illegal to hunt them. The sanctuary is an area equivalent to the size of Mexico. Well, so far so good. I think these guys like them too. Our last stop will be the Hawaiian Islands. In Hawaiian, the word for shark is mano, kind of similar to Maori's manyo. There are at least 9 different shark deities in Hawaiian mythology, so I'd say that they are pretty important to the culture. Let's see what they symbolize. Kamahualii was the brother of Pele. He was also a shapeshifter. If an offering was given to him, he would help lost sailors go back home. Ka'ahupa'ou was born as a human female with red hair. To the ancient Hawaiians, this would have been spectacular. When she became a shark goddess, her main role was to protect swimmers and fishermen from man-eating sharks. Ke'alika'o'aka'u, this guy was the cousin of Pele and the son of Kua, another shark god. This guy had an affair with a human girl who gave birth to a helpful green shark. Well, here's a few more for you. Obviously, sharks are pretty darn important to the Hawaiians, and they were greatly respected. I think we can agree that the Polynesian people have a dramatically different view of sharks than many of us do. Let's all have a more open mind, and we'll see you next time.